Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh, Jesus.
You tolerate?
Ooh, I look a little scary. Ooh. Oh my God, I got bags underneath my eyes. Hello, it is Tuesday, September 7th. I'm on my way to get microneedling from my dermatologist, Dr. Michelle Henry. So, in a nutshell, in layman's terms, microneedling is a process by where tiny little needles are poked into the skin. And it's done to kind of like cause an injury, and no judgment, okay, with the nails. It's done to cause sort of like an injury into the skin to trick the skin into producing new skin cells, boost collagen, so on and so forth. And, you know, it's done for numerous reasons. I'm getting it. You're probably not going to see this very well, but I can see it, and that's all that matters. I've got some visible pores here on my face that we've been trying to deal with for a while. I was using prescription tretinoin for quite some time, not seeing a difference, so Dr. Michelle suggested getting the microneedling. But without further ado, let us go to Dr. Michelle's office. All right, so I am being numbed, and she said she's probably going to inject more numbing the lidocaine on the area where I'm going to get it done, because she said it's very pinchy. So we'll see. The thing I noticed is that I don't know what my perception of microneedling was. I guess I assumed it was a prickly thing, but this is a laser that.
Yeah, so I far prefer the microneedling and radio frequency.
Gotcha.
There aren't really great studies showing that the standard pen has like a really long-term result. You know, people like it, they get a little bit of a glow. But this one really helps to stimulate collagen, because what it's doing is that we're introducing the needle to the skin, and then from the tip of that needle, the laser is emitted, right?
Okay.
So the problem with lasers is that how far do they penetrate the skin? Can they actually get to where we want them to? And this can, because we're not emitting the laser until the needle has gotten into the skin. So it's the best way to get good penetration and get that laser energy exactly where you want it.
Okay.
Right. And it's also colorblind. So the radio frequency laser is colorblind, so it's good for all skin types.
Gotcha.
Which is why I can max out the energy even on brown skin to get good results. And now we're going to do a little bit of numbing medicine, okay? So it's a little pinchy.
Right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, pinch. Pinch, ouchie.
Oh, it's not so bad.
Not too bad.
Oh!
Oh, little bird.
Oh!
Little pinch.
Okay, yep, that was a pinchy.
Little pinch. Okay.
So you said this is more
numbing medicine, just so that you're super comfortable.
Okay.
Because I want to be able to give you a little pinch. I'm sorry.
Actually, it's not so bad.
I want to be able to give you good energy so you can get good results.
Okay. Oh!
I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. A little bit there. Over here.
Okay.
I don't inject the forehead because we don't really go that high on the forehead.
Okay.
Mainly just on the areas where you have the most textural issues. Thank you. A little bit here. Okay. Oh, okay. It's working, I promise it. I promise you.
Wait!
And then 2 more. That was
so
right.
Oh my god.
Okay. Just on these sides, then we're done. Once big pinch, we're done. You have a big nerve there, so we'll knock that one out.
Okay.
And the last one here, once a big pinch, and you did it. That was the worst part of the day. That's all over. It's all over.
Wait.
Yep.
Okay.
You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Jesus.
You tolerate?
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
It felt like somebody punched me.
Oh no! Do you want some more numbing?
No,
You sure?
it just surprised me.
We'll
I wasn't expecting that.
Too. The sound
Yeah,
itself
wait.
is taking. I'll do another one. If it's too pinchy, I'll give you some more.
Wait, I don't know why I'm like laughter is my response. Okay.
You ready?
Sorry.
Well, it's better. That's
Okay.
better this than the opposite, right?
Mm-hmm.
You tell me when you're ready. You need more numbing? I'll give you more numbing.
Okay.
You tolerate?
Yeah. Ooh.
This is the most harsh because it's the first pass. Want to do it, Ben? We don't put this one on the forehead.
Okay.
It's too deep. This one's just for the cheeks. You're okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're doing super. Okay, no gain. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna do a second little pass right here where you have the most textural issues.
That's exactly.
Okay. That's it on the cheeks, okay?
Okay.
On this cheek. Now we're gonna do this one. The next wavelength is a lot easier. This is the toughest. It's the deepest.
Okay.
Take it off.
Gina.
You're telling me you're ready. You ready?
You want a short bow?
No, I'm good.
There are many other microneedling devices that aren't as uncomfortable, but I don't. There's a reason why it hurts, you know, because it really does penetrate deep. It's safe energy, but it's still powerful. So you get really good results with it. Okay, I'm gonna do a little second pass here, and then after we're off the cheeks, then I'm gonna use the slightly less aggressive one everywhere. Just gonna focus on this area where you have the most. Last piece. There, you did it. You did it. You did it. You survived the worst. We're bringing the energy down. I'm going 150 for her. We'll do the whole face, and then we'll also I'll give you that little injection for the discomfort.
Okay.
It's just like a heavy duty ibuprofen injection.
Gotcha.
It's a called Toradol. Can I do a little bit more here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, last one just for symmetry.
So, what do you think of the at-home devices?
So it's hard, you know. A big part of what makes a device work is the power, right? How strong it is. There are some things that I think are okay. So, you know, laser hair removal, especially in brown skin, can be dangerous. But if you don't have brown skin, some of those kind of laser hair removal devices that might stunt hair growth a little bit is okay. There's a new face device, which is kind of like microcurrent energy. And it's not going to give long-term results, but I think it can kind of reduce the puffiness on the face short-term and will require some maintenance. That's one that people enjoy. And then there's another one, the Opte, which is, it kind of helps to hide pigment. So it deposits a serum which will camouflage the pigment like a makeup, but also has some properties to help to reduce the pigment. So those are some good at-home devices. Anything that I can think of for surfacing? Not really. For surfacing, your best bet are going to be like peels or alpha beta wipes or things like that that will gently help to kind of retexturize the skin. There's nothing that's going to be the equivalent of this at home.
Okay. And another question, because I asked you this last time, but instead of saying microneedling, I said microbleeding, I think. Can microneedling give you the type of volume that you would get from filler?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah, microneedling is just like stimulating a little bit of collagen to reduce some of the crepiness, but it's not a volumizer.
Yeah.
You know, if you have like little crepiness, it may give you like a little bit of tightening, like crepiness on the neck, you'll get a little bit of tightening along the jawline overall, but it's not a volumizer. So if you really need volume, it's not going to provide volume.
Okay, but clearly you can use both because I have filler already.
Absolutely.
And then
you just have to wait, you know, a few weeks between them, but then you're absolutely fine. You want to wait until the filler like integrates with your tissue, so that the radio frequency won't melt it.
Okay.
But a few weeks is what it takes, and then you're good to go.
Okay, I wanted to make the point for them at home that that there's a difference between what you do to the texture of the skin versus the volume of the skin, right?
Exactly. So when we are replacing volume, we're looking to replace things like fat. So fat is what we lose. We lose a teaspoon of fat in our face every year after the age of 30. So we're going deep into those little fat pads to help to improve the fat. Or we're going really superficial to fix etched-in lines. When we're looking at texture, so things like pores, scars, things of that nature, that's where your own collagen shines. Because it's just filling in that little microscopic collagen to efface those fine lines, or I always say to kind of choke the pores. So if you look at your pores like a drawstring bag, if we pump collagen around it, it's kind of the same effect as like tightening the neck on a bag. So you're kind of choking those pores so that they appear smaller. And collagen laser does a good job of that, not necessarily filler. That's stuff, right? You still feel it, but it's less painful. Swollen. And you'll even see the little marks for a little bit. And then they'll go away, okay? You're okay? Good job. Good job. As expected. Finish. Do you want me to try the other areas or skip them?
You know what? Since we're here,
You tell me if you can't tolerate, okay? And then there's one more pass that's weaker than this, so if this is too uncomfortable, I'll just do the weakest pass. You take it? All fast. Now we're going down to the weakest level, and this one's a weak one. It's going to do more superficial change. So I should be able to do it everywhere, but you'll let me know, okay? Okay? Still bad? That one should be easier, right?
That's not bad. And none of it is really bad. It's just even though I know it's coming.
Yeah. The sound on the new version that's coming out, they changed the sound, so it's not like a stapler. The stapler is what also contributes to the drama of it all. No, I've been using this one for years, and you do get good results. You'll see there's so many versions of these. There's there are the Kardashians, I feel like are having a microneedling radio frequency every other day, every time they post a device, it's one of them. But they're all quite good. But microneedling radio frequency just really stands out in being safe for everyone and actually getting the job done. I'm trying to do a little bit on that for lip. You tell me if you can take it, okay? 1, 2, 3. No.
Only because my teeth are.
Oh yeah, we're gonna leave that alone. Do you think I could put a little bit right here?
Yeah.
Okay, you tell me. 1, 2, 3. You okay?
Few moments later.
Ooh, I look a little scary. Thank goodness we need to wear the masks anyway, because I need to go to Zara and H&M, but it doesn't hurt, even though I was making a lot of noise and like laughing and whatnot. Right now I'm feeling like little like prickly, like almost like if the cat scratched me, you know how like that has like that little bit of burn after it? That's what I'm feeling. Ooh. All right, I'm home. I've been home for a while. I forgot to give you a quick update on what we're looking like. So I noticed right away when I took my mask off and got in my car, I'm like, oh my God, I got bags underneath my eyes. Did the filler get poked out? Like, what's up with that? But I'm also feeling very like sore in this area. So I text Dr. Michelle and she said it's swelling and that's to be expected. So I was like, oh my God, do I need more filler? What's happening? Yeah, it didn't hurt. I know you probably heard me be like, ah. The first one was very unexpected. I was like, yo, who punched me in my face? That's why I couldn't stop laughing, because that's exactly what it felt like. It's not unbearable. It pinches, and then afterwards it kind of felt like the damn cat scratched up my face. And then now, I want to say maybe it stopped hurting and a little more than an hour ago. I wasn't really paying attention to the time. It wasn't hurting for very long. Now with microneedling, more than likely you're going to need a series of sessions. The price of microneedling is something, again, that's going to vary depending on where you live, because it's going to cost more in New York City than it will in the middle of the country. And then maybe your microneedling may be accompanied by some other procedure. Your best bet, though, is to get a consultation if you want to know pricing, what procedures you'll need, how many sessions of that procedure you'll need. If you need to combine it with something else, they'll be able to look at your skin and kind of give you an idea of how much you would need to spend. Consultations aren't always free. Sometimes the price of the consultation will go towards your service. So if you're going to get a consultation, make sure it's someone, you're not just going to anyone all willy-nilly. Make sure you've already researched the person before you get to the consultation stage. This is probably going to be a series because I do have an appointment to go back in 4 weeks. And I'm probably going to just put this as a part 1, and then you can stay tuned for the other parts. Please, if there are any gaps in between, because this happened to me with the laser hair removal videos where people were like, where are the updates? And then one person accused me of lying. Just like, okay, some of y'all are weird. You don't pass the vibe check, but we gonna do something about that. Oh shoot, you know what I just realized? I'm glad I just said that, because my appointment, I think, is October 13th, but I'm going to be on Dr. Oz that following week. So I may need to reschedule my appointment. See, this is how things happen, right? Because I can't go on Dr. Oz with punctures in my skin. You know what I'm saying? This lighting might show you the texture a little bit better. And I think you can see the texture. I think you can see the difference between the actual like pores and the texture versus like the swelling and the injection marks. Hopefully you can see that. You know, for some people, this might be like ideal skin, but everything is subjective, right? So this is what I was talking about with my skin. And I started noticing it more with age, which makes sense because our skin, you know what the skin is doing, that gravity is hitting it. All right, morning. The swelling has gone down. There's still some where, I don't know if you can see it, if I can get in close, but there's still some marks where the microneedling laser thingy was placed on my face, which will go away. It's just one session, so I'm not expecting to see dramatic results. And whatever results I would see after this session, we're not going to see until my skin kind of like calms down from it. So I'm on my way to the gym. Oh, so one thing I forgot to say, I'm keeping my skincare very, very simple as per Dr. Michelle. So I just cleanse with a gentle cleanser, the one from Paula's Choice that I've always been using. Lately, since the temperature dropped, because it was like in the 90s and all of a sudden it just dropped to the 70s. Usually during the summer I could just put on my sunscreen and it's moisturizing enough. But that dip in temperature, so I've been using this Clinique Moisture Surge 100H. It is a gel cream. You know, I love my gel cream moisturizers. Hydrates really well, doesn't feel heavy. So I put that on, and then I put on my sunscreen, which was the Sun Cut UV water resistant sunscreen. It is Friday, September 10th, 3 days post, and no more swelling. The swelling, I believe, stopped somewhere around after the second day. So that's great. The texture of my skin was looking a little like wonky and it felt rough. I told y'all already, I need to find some time to sit down and soak these nails off. The texture of my skin felt weird because of the places where the laser had gone. It had left like the marks, and I was feeling that up until last night. But when I woke up this morning, the texture, like I'm healing, it's like I healed overnight now. There's still some, some stuff that you can see. Like this showed up yesterday, but I'm expecting that to go away pretty soon. And you can still see a few of the marks. I don't know if you can see it in the camera here, but you can still see some of the marks where the laser went in. But anyway, so I went out last night. I put makeup on. I used the Juvia's Place Iron Magic foundation, the one in the tube that's a cream. Very little goes a long way, and it's really nice, full coverage without, your skin still looks like skin. So I used that, and it covered my skin up pretty well. But of course, no makeup is going to cover texture. So if you were like right up on me in the light, you could still kind of see like, little, don't look at my nails, little texture coming through. My friend Melissa, when she finally saw it, they were like, we don't see anything. So but when we went in the bathroom and you could like really see the light, she was like, oh my God, I see it now. It almost looks like denim. All right, today is Saturday, September 11th. So my skin texture feels much closer to what it normally feels like. We still have a few of the marks from the laser still etched into my skin. We're still looking a little bit like denim, as my friend Melissa said. Dr. Michelle said that I can expect to break out, but I cannot tell if these breakouts are from the treatment because my period is coming, or a combination of the two. But it's not bad, All right, today is Sunday, September 12th, and I'm here with another update. First, that I have been taking, this is called doxycycline monohydrate. It's a prescription for something that helps with acne. I was only given 5 capsules to take for 5 days, so take one a day. Dr. Michelle gave this to me to help with any acne that would come from the microneedling procedure, which I have to say, the first night that I took this, I have 2 more capsules left. So this was like 3 days ago when I first took it. The morning after I took it, I did notice that my skin looked a little bit better. We're still not at where my skin normally looks. We still have some like, I didn't have that before. Didn't have this before. This again, I can't tell if this is acne from PMSing, microneedling, or a combination of both, but it'll be gone soon. So we'll roll with it a little bit. Now, will you get this same prescription if you get microneedling? I don't know. this is just my experience that I'm showing you. I can very much imagine that your experience with your derm would be very tailored to your specific needs and with your skin and your lifestyle and so on and so forth. I like to show these type of videos so that it kind of demystifies the whole going to the dermatologist process. But just understand that when you go see a derm, they are going to treat you based on your specific skin needs, your lifestyle, maybe your budget, and then also based on their expertise, because, you know, some derms may feel like, you know, okay, you can go this way, but other derms might be like, nah, but you should go this way. All right, so today is Tuesday, September 14th. We are 1 week post me getting the microneedling. You can still, there's still a little breakout there. You can still see some of the areas where the needle went into my skin. There's this little patch of discoloration here and here that I don't remember if I had that before. That's gonna peel off. I have my second session in about a month, I would say, a little over a month. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can see when I give my next update. If you have any questions about microneedling with radio frequency, leave them in the comments. I will try to ask them the next time I go for my session. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.